It's Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day and day 2 in Calabasas. We are still having mic issues, but we are trying to figure it out. In the meantime, I'm just going to hold the mic so that y'all can hear me loud and clear. Today was a very, very special day. Our son John was here filming. He's joining the team. John is our only son. He lives in Claremont, California, and works as a TV editor, and he is on hiatus right now. That's him pulling out right there in that black Subaru. But so if you have things that you would like us to do, to show you, to share, questions, content that we might be able to offer, please let me know in the comments so that John can take that into consideration and maybe do some videos to meet all of your needs. In the meantime, take a look at what Waterwise brought. All right, look at all these gorgeous creatures. So much beautiful color. So many beautiful plants. We got Bart out here this morning, and he got most of these boulders staged for us. The rest we moved on our own. We dumped that last bag. Remember that bag of soil that was down there where Greg's at? We got that moved. We got this yucca shoddy eye planted, along with this gorgeous Picarnia recurvata. She's got 5 heads, guys. Isn't she a stunner? Just beautiful. Then this amazing Aloe Hercules. Just slope or hill, our little mound adjacent right there. I've got Hannah and Lisa working on this aloe vera. It's challenging because we have a lot of roots, don't we?
And that's what I was gonna say. There's a big massive root. So how would you feel if we tried right here?
Yeah, so we are running against pine tree roots, which are really, really tough. And yeah, we can't even get through it with a sawzall. So anytime we run up against a giant root, we're just gonna go adjacent. We'll plant adjacent to the root. We are not going to kill ourselves. So once again, this beautiful aloe striata came with the property and we are leaving it. It is still intact. I thought between moving soil and boulders and plants, it would get wrecked, but it hasn't. So that's good news. We got our Aluaudia procera in the ground. Our 15-gallon Dracaena Draco is in. Naturally, we had an irrigation break right here, so Greg had to disassemble the retaining wall in order to fix the broken pipe. And he's just capping, right, Greg? Yeah, we're going to cap that line because we don't need it.
Shoddy work.
Oh, he says shoddy work. So hopefully the guy who installed this irrigation system isn't watching. And if you are, I apologize for being rude, but get your stuff together, dude. Okay, so this has been interesting because you probably going, well, Laura, where are all your boulders? You have not a lot of boulders down here, and you're right. We spent our budget. We spent every penny of it to get these rocks here from San Diego, and it's not as many as I would normally work with, but I'm working with it. We're gonna make it go. So hang in there. Oh, this Pachypodium lemurei was a gift from a follower. Out of her, we dug this out of her yard in Oceanside. Spectacular. She calls her Ursula. Roxy, thank you for that plant. So yeah, just getting started. It's the end of the day, so we're not going to do a whole lot more of any planting. I think we're just going to focus on our cleanup. But neighbors are already driving by and are all, oh my gosh, it looks so good. And we told them, stay tuned. We're just getting started. And getting started, we certainly are. Oh, I have an update for you guys over here in this area where I talked about, and thank you for the suggestions, this kind of weird area here with the steps. So I had this all figured out, and we're getting on with our lives, and then all of a sudden the house starts leaking, and this giant waterfall comes down these steps. So it turns out she has a subterranean sump pump in the garage that blows water down these steps on the reg. So this area here flooded. And after consulting with the client about that, we decided that if she can find some pots that she likes, we will stage some pretty pots in this area, but I'm not comfortable putting anything in the ground due to that sump pump and it dropping water, you know, just copious amounts of water pouring through here. And I guess it does it all year round, so that's just not really a good idea. So we'll make it pretty, but I'm just not exactly sure, you know, how we're gonna do that. But we'll figure it out. So we also, Gordon had a great idea with what to do with the leftover retaining blocks. So he and Lisa actually worked this morning on building up the layer back here against this ficus repens. So we have, you know, just placed the rock or the little pavers in here. It's a great idea. It's clean, and of course that vine will cover them up in no time flat. So that's been established. We also established with our client, she came home at lunchtime, and Greg went to the local, what rock yard was it, Greg? Where'd you go? C&M Topsoil, and found some gorgeous top dressing rock. I think it's called Mojave Red or Gold, I'm not sure, but it's beautiful. Client loved it, so we're going to be top dressing with that, and it's supposed to show up tomorrow. This little area here, this is a sewer clean out. Sewer clean out? No, not sewer. What is this called? Some sort of a drain. What is this? Oh, leach field. So what we're going to do here is we are going to trench. Well, we've already started because this is kind of poured water out, and it's still dribbling. So we're going to do a French drain through here and cover it up with top dressing rock, so you won't see it, but that'll give this water somewhere to go without it ruining the aesthetic look of the installation. So that's going to get just another little challenge that we will handle. So yeah, nothing, you know, no big deal. We didn't get rained on today, so that was good. It is chilly out here, but it's not wet. Well, it's wet, but it isn't freshly wet. It's so funny. I was trying to dig some, you know, use the shovel and dig a hole, and when I put my shovel into the ground and lifted it out and slung, the shovel went out of my hands because the dirt literally stuck to the shovel. It's so wet, and remember, this is clay, so it's been kind of a challenge, but that's okay. We are, you know, in true DFS fashion, having a blast, thrilled with the bones already with how this garden is taking shape. I still have so much to plant. It's just so very, very exciting. So remember, extra hands. We've got our editor, our professional editor son here, looking for content ideas, so be sure and share. Thanks everybody. I've really enjoyed reading your comments. It's especially fun when we're out of town because you guys are my family, so I like to hear what you have to say. And this has been Laura Eubanks reporting for Team DFS in Calabasas with day 2 and your succulent tip of the day. Bye guys.